Have you ever sat down to start that one big project, only to find yourself cleaning your desk for the third time? Maybe you have told yourself that you will start next Monday because you think this week is just too chaotic for progress. Maybe you have waited for a sign or a spark of inspiration, but that feeling of readiness never seems to arrive for you. You tell yourself that you are just waiting for the right time, but that right time is a ghost that haunts you. What if the thing you wait for is actually a wall? You built it to keep yourself safe from failing. This is the story of Elias Vance. Stay with me until the end because you deserve a better life. Elias Vance was 29 years old. He was a professional waiter of time, living in a cramped fourth-floor walk-up. His apartment smelled of burnt toast and old radiators. The air was thick with the tang of hissing metal. On his desk sat a dual monitor setup. One screen showed a half-finished logo for a local bakery. The other screen showed endless YouTube tutorials. He watched them constantly but never applied any lessons. His income barely covered the rent. Stacks of frozen ramen sat in his cupboard as a reminder. Every morning, he followed a ritual of avoidance. He grabbed his phone to numb the heavy anxiety. By noon, he would convince himself to wait. He thought he would start fresh at 10 p.m. He felt like a high-performance engine, but he was never actually shifted into any gear. He was lonely because he felt ashamed. He avoided showing others the stagnation of his life. He avoided calls from his sister, Clara. Her questions felt like hot needles in his skin. He watched others succeed on his screen. His thumb scrolled until it finally went numb. His own dreams gathered dust nearby. He felt trapped in a loop of hesitation. One thought kept returning to him. He needed the right opportunity to finally start. He was living a life of shadows. His potential was a weight he couldn't carry. The turning point came on Tuesday. A LinkedIn notification popped up on his screen. An old rival had just succeeded. Elias felt a violent surge of shame. He stood up so quickly, his chair hit the wall. He knocked his lukewarm coffee over. The dark liquid spread across his desk. It soaked into his unpaid utility bills. His heart hammered against his ribs. He felt like a trapped, frightened bird. He looked at his reflection in the monitor. He looked like a pale, hollow stranger. Elias walked out of the apartment. He ended up at a small, sun-drenched park. On a weathered bench sat Marcus Thorne. He was sketching on a yellow pad. "You look like you were hit by a train, one you saw coming from a mile away." "I am just behind," Elias muttered quietly. "I have been waiting for the right moment." There is no such thing as right. There is only the moment you waste. Perfectionism is just a fancy suit. It is a suit you put on fear. You need a system, not a feeling. Marcus drew 3 circles on his pad. Rule 1 is wake at 5:00 a.m. Rule 2 is the first hour work. Rule 3 is 3 concrete things. That is how you build a skyscraper. Success does not bargain with tourists. Come back in exactly 90 days. The first week was pure agony. On day 1, the alarm screamed. His limbs felt filled with sand. His mind offered a menu of excuses. He forced himself to the desk. He shivered in the pre-dawn chill. On day 7, the exhaustion hit. He felt his heartbeat in his eyelids. He reached for his phone nearby. He whispered, "Just 1 minute of rest." He threw the phone across the room. He focused intensely on the screen. By week 2, the fog lifted. He noticed the soft gold light. He was no longer fighting time. He was finally using the clock. On day 21st, adaptation was complete. He woke before the alarm sounded. He felt a strange, quiet power. He learned to think through fingers. He completed his first full brand. He worked with speed and clarity. He checked off the calendar. Heavy black markers noted the days. The results were not sudden, but they were absolutely inevitable now. He had a portfolio of 4 high-level projects were finally complete. He contacted a high-end agency. He sent a printed book. A week later, he was inside. He sat in a glass office. "You have a rare discipline," When can you start the job? Elias didn't hesitate at all. Now, he said with total confidence. His income doubled in one day. He moved into a new place. He bought a new radiator, one that didn't hiss anymore. He called his sister Clara. He was taking her to dinner. This is who I am. I do not negotiate schedule. I do not wait. I hunt it every morning. My mornings are mine. My future is built now. Tonight, set your alarm. Put the phone across room. Decide on one project. Give it 60 minutes daily. Protect your bedtime now. Your life depends on it. Drop. I am ready below. I will check comments. Your future self waits. Don't make them wait.